Hello, welcome to the BiG Scuba Show.
Today's episode is sponsored by Narked at 90, so let's find out a bit more about them. Narked at 90, their tagline has been beyond technical, which describes them pretty well. John Routley and Brent Hudson launched the company over 20 years ago. They are both technical divers who have logged thousands of mixed gas dives between them over a 30-year period. Using their engineering know-how and diving expertise, have developed bespoke, personal, commercial and military diving equipment and products of a universally recognised, unparalleled calibre.
Their ability to be adaptive and versatile with their developments led them to support the NHS during COVID. Using their superior knowledge of breathing and oxygen monitoring systems to help develop emergency ventilators. They also design and supply the sneaky stuff used by defence-based development groups throughout the Western world, although they can't tell us much about that. If you're thinking of moving across to tech diving or completely new to diving, Narked at 90 can advise and guide on the best equipment and setup for your personal or commercial requirements. Narked at 90 have unparalleled experience of shearwater dive computers and are the longest serving and sole and UK European service centre for those. They are happy to offer technical support, servicing, repairs and upgrades to all shearwater computers, past and present. Narked at 90 stock shearwater computers but are also stockists and technical support centre for many other manufacturers including Divesoft, JJCCR, Hollis, Revo and Kiss rebreathers.
Based centrally in the UK, Narked at 90 also offer full rebreather head servicing for selected manufacturers.
Bespoke cable assemblies.
Advice on specific fitting requirements.
Suggestions and guidance for home builds.
Computer laser cutting and engraving.
Pressure testing to simulate 400-metre dives.
So, Narked at 90, a reputation built on supporting both manufacturers and divers worldwide.
Go to narkedat90.com and make sure you are following their social media to keep up to date with their latest news and offers.
Narked at 90, large enough to cope, small enough to care.
Hello and welcome to the BiG Scuba. We are on location at Stoney Cove, our local dive location, and we hope the sound is all really good for you. And if you're listening to this, it's May, towards the end of May, aren't we?
Yeah, on a beautiful clear day.
Yeah.
So,
We didn't dive for a little while.
no, I think it was March when we qualified at Gildenberg for our full face masks.
Yeah.
So, and that's the reason we're here today, to do just a shakedown dive and just make sure we're happy with our masks. It's our qualification.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so we've
So we've got no guests on this week's episode,
No.
and so got put up with us this week.
yep. So and we're just going to take you on our journey.
Apart from we do have coming up our conversation with our regular inputs from Ben and Sam.
Yeah, from Ilfracombe,
Yeah.
from Hi-Ho Charters Obsession Diving Lundy Diving.
Yeah.
So they're giving us an update on their year so far. So it's good to hear from them, but they'll be coming up shortly. And then we're just going to take you on our journey of our full face mask.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a quick pan round to show you what's going round. So if we take you to this side, we've got Crystal Seas doing a little course there on scooters. Swing the camera around. Now, you'll probably be thinking, you're listening to this as a podcast, I can't see anything, so you'll have to go to YouTube. We've got Stoney Cove all down there, all the divers, and then we've got some schools all this way behind us as well. And we've got Polly from Crystal Seas in the middle of the course. Okay, and then we'll just quickly cam back. Just a quick shot of down the road, and there we go. And that is Stoney Cove. We have taken some video of drones, and that will be in part of this YouTube.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see the aerial view of Stoney Cove and what a great place it is. It's not just for divers, there are lots of swimmers here as well, open water swimmers, going around the lake.
But we're looking forward to getting into these, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. So we've obviously got all our normal dive gear, and we've going to give these a go solely today.
Yeah. So shout out to Mr. John Osmond, who was our instructor back in March and put up with all our trials and tribulations that we had getting through the course.
Our ups and downs.
Freezing cold water at the time. It was 15 degrees here today, so it's much better.
It was 5 degrees when we qualified for these. It's going to feel a little bit different.
Yeah, look forward to it. So we're going to do 2 dives today.
We are, yep. And you've got a new hood to try.
New hood, yeah, from Northern Diver, which is specifically designed. It's one of their skin ones, was specifically designed for full face diving. Because my original hood, that was going to change anyway, so I had that one.
Whenever you're ready, you can start walking down.
It's 5mm, but it did keep leaking.
Yeah, it wasn't very successful.
This one should really give a better seal, all being well. You can wear it straight on your face, but if you listen to Ross Kemp when he was talking, how that actually affected him, having his full face on his directly through his skin.
Yeah,
and he had an issue.
Issued his with his lymphatic system, made his eye droopy.
Yes.
You don't want that.
You don't want that.
No, you don't want a droopy face.
We're going to give the comms a go as well.
Yes, yeah.
Use
Ease up.
and we're just going to go for a dive.
Pleasure dive.
Particularly any skills as such on the first dive. But yeah, we're going to see how it all pan out. So we'll do another update probably after the dive.
After our first dive, and we can tell you how it went. We'll have a GoPro, we'll take the camera down with us, so you'll see some footage of us on the water as well.
Yeah, so we'll time out for now and
we'll be back.
But tell you what, why don't we listen to, while we're getting changed, why don't you listen to Ben and Sam from Lundy Diving talking about the latest of what they've been up to.
Yeah, and we'll be back after that.
Excellent.
Yeah, let it go, Sammy.
It's that time in the podcast where we take you back to North Devon and catch up with RNLI coxswain Captain Ben Benji of the Barber Bee Dive and Fishing Boat in Ilfracombe Harbour. Mind those ropes!
Yeah. So it's been I think it was November time when we spoke to you last.
Yeah.
So obviously we just want to say, obviously really sorry about your dad, because it's obviously happened since we spoke to you.
Thank you. Yeah. Because we were meant to be at the dive show, so yeah, that's when we were going to see you next, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So yeah,
we saw Sammy, didn't we?
Can't miss him.
Me and me.
We tried to duck past, but he caught us. Sorry, Sam.
Yeah, but how did the show go for you in general? Did you get a lot of response and interest?
I think Sammy can say.
I think we had a lot more interest than we thought, and like me and Lee said, we were kind of just there to answer any questions really, and just if you got a couple of contacts and sort of got your name out there a little bit, it was a bonus. But we didn't really stop for like 5-6 hours straight. Just constantly people asking about diving Lundy, and then obviously a mixture of people asking about what's happened, and it was just non-stop for both days. But yeah, it was good.
Did you get some bookings from that then?
Yeah, I think Ben's got quite a few.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I think we had one or two bookings from it. So that's debating whether to do it next year now or not.
Yeah.
Let's wait and see.
I suppose you don't have to make your decision on that till nearer the time, I guess.
They've already sent out requests already for next year.
Have they?
So I think we booked this one. Yeah, probably the same time last year. So, but yeah, it's good. It was on a part of a good deal for the island, the nation, the British Isles.
Yeah. It was a good show, for us as well, wasn't it? To see everybody. It was definitely the busiest one we've been to.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably back to near on where it was before COVID, I think.
Yeah, 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's always been a really nice show. I didn't go to the very first one. I went to the second one, and always had this really nice atmosphere and friendly, and always seemed like a nice place to be, and looking around without being too commercialised. So I thought that was always quite nice there.
Yeah.
Everyone had a chat really. Everyone was really friendly, and it was. Yeah, it didn't really, like you said, it didn't really seem that commercial. It was just sort of a nice atmosphere, and everyone wanted to chat, and yeah, it was nice.
You spoke to the guy just a couple up from you. Who was it? Where from Scotland, wasn't he?
The guy from Skye.
Yeah, that was quite interesting as well. He was talking about diving up there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really good, for the British Isles, and to show that diving is the best it can be in the UK.
Oh yeah.
All the variety.
And weren't you involved with supporting the David Attenborough program?
Yeah. We, me and Dad, both part of the controversial episode. That's why it's on the iPlayer.
Really?
Yeah, it was too controversial to be shown on the BBC.
Why?
Because it was pretty much them saying the government needs to do more in conservation and efforts, stuff like that. Yeah, because it was originally going to be on, because it's the last part of the series about Wild Isles.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's too controversial to be shown on TV, so it's only left on the iPlayer.
Wow. Well, it's good that it's on iPlayer, because we certainly watched it. It was, really, really good.
BBC are so worried about all that these days, aren't they? And I think you have to be controversial at times. I don't think you should duck away from it.
Well, it's just having a normal conversation, isn't it?
Yeah.
To have a normal conversation, you've got to be controversial.
Yeah, and have an opinion.
Yeah, to have an opinion.
Yeah. So when does the diving seasons kick off then? Are you
next weekend?
Wow.
Next weekend. So Dad's had he's had 2 bookings since. Yeah, he's had 2 bookings, and then we start next weekend, and then that's every weekend to the end of September, fully booked.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. So we're in a bit of a limbo mode at the minute between fishing and diving, and yeah.
Well, I was going to ask how the whelks. We like to know how the whelks are doing.
Very good. The whelks are very good.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good. Yeah. Yeah, that's all needs to be said on that. Good.
Yeah. So is it a bit of you obviously have to stop fishing to go diving, or do you do fishing in the week?
You can go fishing in the week. It's a bit of palaver. Sammy loves our palavers like this. That means so we go fishing tomorrow at 4 on the boat tomorrow morning, and then work every day till Friday. Friday comes, land the whelks, roll the mats up, clean the boat, put the benches on. I got to find all my diving stuff that's somewhere in the house.
All right.
Deep clean the wheelhouse, and then Monday morning, then take the benches back off, put the mats back on, and go back fishing. It's all right.
Is that a big job putting those benches in?
Yeah, it's just a palaver.
But aren't they? They're just an awkward bit of kit to get down the side of the quay. If the tide's in, it's not too bad because you can just kind of pass them down.
The tide's never in.
No. Never when we want it to be.
No, it's just a bit. Yeah, it's just a bit. It's just one of them. You guys gotta go with the flow. It's only for a few weeks that we do both bits. So that's So 7 days a week working.
Gosh,
yeah,
keep you busy.
Yeah.
What about taking people out to the island?
Pardon?
Have you took anyone out to the island lately?
We done a run in. Where did we go? When did we go to Lundy last? March, middle of March, end of March. Went to Lundy.
Yeah.
That's a drop off because the ferry's been out of service. And they really wanted us to take us one way in the first place because the ferry was leaving Ilfracombe and then going back to Bideford, and they wanted to come back to Ilfracombe. So it was just like, can you do both ways? And then in the end, I think they got a bit seasick on the way down. So
I know.
They got the helicopter back.
Oh, flip.
Yeah.
So how's the weather been? Has it been quite stormy? Have you had some really big? We had that big storm a few weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Unit.
I remember seeing like there was amazing pictures down in Cornwall of like these huge waves.
How long ago was that?
A few weeks ago.
Was that the one on midweek? I think on the Wednesday, wasn't it? When it was, it blew right.
I can't remember, mate. I bet.
It's been
just take it all in your stride.
Yeah, I know.
No storm stopped you.
Yeah, maybe like we've been flat out for the last 3-4 weeks fishing, so we could probably probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. I don't know. Storms are nice though. Means you can have some time off. Yeah, that's like start of April.
Yeah, it was that one worked up until it. And then...
Sammy's been dragging you to a club, hasn't he?
No, I drag Sammy.
Giving it the big one. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Big fish, cardboard box.
Yeah,
I know.
We had a brilliant night. We got 3 glow sticks on entry. That's like even made it better.
Yeah.
It was a good night. Very good night. It was my old boss I used to work for fishing. He's a DJ, and it's the first time like I've ever been able to go and see him live.
Yeah.
So it's like it was nice to go and see him live, support him, make him happy.
DJ who?
Ben Corner.
DJ Dan Corner.
No, Ben.
Oh, Ben.
Ben, another Ben.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. This trance and techno. Good night.
Yeah.
Apart from when someone tried to start a fight with us at the first 10 minutes in there, but yeah.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, it's brilliant night.
Well, you like your tunes on the boat. I like seeing all your Instagram and your songs. And
yeah, the two asleep crew.
Yeah, Sammy in his usual position.
Working
I got one asleep right now on my sofa, so it's fine.
You were out yesterday, weren't you? Did I see?
Yeah, we went to go and buy a TV. So we went to Barnstable, and then we're like, right, we'll go and get somewhere to eat. So we went to Insto, and then I was like, right, Curry shuts at 7. Get there for 6:30. Get there at 6:30. Shut.
Oh, no.
The one thing we went for, we didn't get. That ruined my day completely.
So how's life on the lifeboat? And
I've been off for the last 3 months. I haven't been there. Sammy can fill you in on all the wonderful things.
You had many call outs?
A few. Yesterday there was 2 in one day. It's been a few sort of over bank holiday, as you probably expect. There was a couple, and we've had quite a lot of dogs as well. I think we've had 3 dog shouts within
falling off the cliffs.
Yeah, only one of them unfortunately actually made it. One of them was and then the other one passed away. But with all the high cliffs that we got in the coastal paths and that, and it doesn't take a lot to see a goat or a rabbit and a dog off a lead go running. But yeah, like you normally get a couple of dog shouts a year, but these were sort of right over the May bank holiday.
Right. Was that from people who didn't know the area?
One of them was local. Well, I think 2 of them were local actually.
Down the road.
But again, things they probably walk the coastal path quite regularly, and then it just catches them out, and it's one of those things. But
yeah,
a few shouts, a couple tows as well, and paddle boarders, as you probably expect this time of year.
Yeah.
So paddle boarders, going out without any sort of knowing what they're doing, or
normally just going out, not knowing the area, and obviously the tide not within their favour, and getting tired out, and just in a bit of distress, really.
Really, life jackets?
Yeah, normally, yeah. One of them wasn't, but yeah, that was that.
So you're more scary without a life jacket.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was good to see. It's always active on social media. You sort of put things up, so follow what you're all up to on the lifeboat, which is good.
Yeah, our press officer's quite good in doing that. She tends to sort of post reports of near enough every shout, and photos and videos from any of it. There's a good, you may have seen it on our Facebook, of the dog rescue that was done. that was put on a GoPro, and I think the ITV News took hold of it in the end.
Wow.
Quite good publicity for our station, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
You make more news saving a dog than you do a human.
Yeah.
Or cow. You make good news saving animals.
Yeah. It's like we say, YouTube channels with dogs
Yeah.
and animals are always
Yeah.
popular, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
we need a scuba dog or a scuba cat.
No, we don't need scuba. Dog, not a scuba.
Yeah.
You can have a scuba cat.
So have you got much happening in Ilfracombe over sort of bank holidays?
What's a bank holiday?
Well, yeah, for you, I suppose it doesn't exist, does it? No.
Uh,
I don't know. I have no clue.
No.
Sammy, is there anything going on bank holidays? When is the bank holiday? There's been so many.
there's one end of the month, I think, isn't there?
Another couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Switzerland. There's a beer fest, ain't there?
Yeah, normally beer fest at a landmark. There's probably some on, but we're kind of out the loop of all of that.
Yeah. Well,
It's a bit of a weird year for people.
Yeah, and the holiday season starts. What was that?
Because of in the inflation rate and everything, and it's all a bit weird. Like there's not a lot of people here.
Yeah.
It's a bit, but it's still early on in the season, so it's hard to get like a grasp for it.
Yeah. I think it's almost exactly a year since we came down to dive with you, and it wasn't overly busy then, was it?
No.
No. But yeah, a year has just whizzed by.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Time is marching on.
Yeah. So have you still got your trip and stay on Lundy planned? Because you'd mentioned that last time.
When's that? Nearly 3rd and 4th of June.
Yeah, well, not far away.
Yeah, not far away, yeah. No, I've got a Zoom meeting with them on Wednesday night. Because a lot of them, first time they go in, so they just want to know logistics and that. So, yeah. She said, can you come on a Zoom meeting? I said, I know how to do work Zoom now. I'm qualified. I can do this. Yeah, we've got, Dad's got a few stays in his boat, but yeah, we haven't. I think we've got one. Yeah, I think that's our only stay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
This one it is.
One stay back.
This means we can't raid the pub at Lundy anymore.
So I expect, obviously they'll get booked up over the summer as well on Lundy, won't they? And have plenty of people walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said I had a Lundy meeting on Thursday night, and they said last year there was 18,000 people took the ferry over to Lundy.
Wow.
They said that's like numbers before, like what you expect before COVID. So yeah, that was quite a good year for them.
Yeah.
18,000.
Yeah, then
That's
it was like 1,600 via the helicopter in the winter, and it was like 91.6% of the properties were full all year.
Really?
So yeah, it's quite a lot.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Will you stay on the boat, or do you get to stay in accommodation when you?
Stay on the boat.
Yeah. Stay
on the boat and then think it's the best thing ever, and then moan about it because you can't sleep all night. So all you hear is like rocking and weird noises. And boring.
Well, you've got to look after the boat, I suppose, as well. Yeah, keep it safe.
Normally, it's quite nice. So, like, one of us will sleep on the bench and then one of us will sleep on the floor, whatever. Yeah. You don't really get out much because you're normally up and about by like 6:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, cleaning, polishing, and going, why is it? Or when the boat swings on the mooring and it freaks you right out because you can see like the lighthouse, and then like next minute you've like fallen asleep for 2 minutes. Turn around and go, what the hell's going on here?
It must be disorientating.
Yeah. Well, I remember once we were on the mooring, and must have been like this time of year. I was down with Dad, and I woke up, and I was like nice and warm. I needed a wee. I was like, get out of my sleeping bag, nice and warm in here. Like I got up and we were 5 foot off the rocks. The anchor the mooring had like dragged during the night.
Oh
wow.
I like woke up. Yeah, that was a experience.
You got up quick then.
Yeah. My the heart was pounding by then. that's when the words don't come out your mouth quick enough. Dad, there's a rock. Yeah, that has an experience, yeah.
So what about wildlife and marine life? Have you seen much over the winter?
Loads of dolphins recently.
Really?
Loads of dolphins. Loads of seals off the like where we fish, like a few miles north, like northeast, northwest of Lundy. Loads of seals off the land. I've never seen so many seals off. So I don't know if that's like feed out there is good, or I don't know. We haven't seen anything spectacular this year.
Birds like that, but yeah, nothing.
No whales.
The previous year was probably better, where we saw tuna and minke whales, and that was this year a bit slack for that. On that behalf,
tuna get really big, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe when the weather, because we haven't had amazing weather at all up here, have we?
No.
It feels like it's still.
We're a bit behind, I think.
Yeah, you've got a good tan by now.
Yeah.
We've been working in t-shirts for the last week.
Yeah.
Not here.
Got any jobs going?
You won't want to be on my Instagram stories at 2 a.m. But you won't enjoy that.
Well, hopefully, the summer will be a good one and a long one. That's what we're hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you got any bookings for anyone who's listening to this? If anyone, do you have any spare days, or is it just absolutely just booked up totally solid?
Weekends are all gone up till the wait one. Up to the 1st of September.
Oh.
1st September, sorry, 1st of October. 1st of October, not September.
And when does the season end?
That's about then, isn't it?
Middle of October.
Yeah.
That's when the seals start to pup and they get a bit more friendly and also protective of their young. And also then the viz starts going. You start getting the storms coming from America. So like you start losing the viz and everything. Midweeks doing okay. We're taking up. My sister does wild swimming.
Yeah.
And she's in the last year or two started doing those wild swims at Lundy, and she's hitting that now with like everything.
Yeah, I saw her advertising the other day.
Yeah, she's doing really, really, really well with wild swims at Lundy. Really well.
Yeah.
I mean, do you take them out on your boat?
Yeah, so we take them. We'll do, depending on tides, we'll get there, do a swim, and then drop them on the island for 2 hours or so they can go up to the pub or go up to the lighthouse. And then up until July, we then do around the island trip.
Yeah.
So they can see the puffins. And then after July, we just do another swim. Sometimes people don't even want to go ashore on the island. They'll just stay on the boat. Other times they don't want to go swimming and they just go, right, just get me on that island. So we do, And then when we're at the island, then we'll take people off of Lundy and then do trips around Lundy with the people off Lundy.
So if they do wild swimming, do they have to come and have like a float? So they tow a float?
Some people bring floats. So mainly it's like all this fun stuff that they start doing now, all this wild swimming.
You don't fancy it then?
No. Me and Sammy will have our yearly dip in the middle of a heat wave. We'll go swimming, and that'll be that. So picture on Facebook, and we're done.
Yeah.
That's the adrenaline rush over. None of this like going like my sister. I'm part of one of their groups that they go swimming in. So I put a buoy out for them to swim to, so they know that's it's a kilometre from where the high tide mark is out to the buoy, so they can.
Wow.
So I'm part of that, and they go swimming all the time. I'm like, no, not keen for that. Not keen. Too cold. Too wet.
Do people have to provide any like details of like their swimming abilities or anything? like that?
No. So obviously it's near enough the same. We go into the bays and let them in. Don't come to Lundy think like I'm going to teach you to swim. Like,
Yeah.
you laugh, but something like that has happened to a boat in the harbour before.
Really?
Yeah, someone jumped in and then started panicking because they couldn't swim.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, most all able people, we give when they book on, we give them my sister gives them like a big brief of what they need, all the fun details of that, big packed lunch. You know, we supply the hot drinks and the chocolate bars. But yeah, no, that's like really taken off. The date, like we thought the David Attenborough program would really take off for bookings.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been I don't know, it hasn't been that well received. I think also like with Dad passing, that when they were at the dive show, they said just leave it a few weeks. And those few weeks go, and then people kind of forget about it, don't they? And they're like, oh, so where like maybe it was a trip at Lundy right there and then, now it's gone to, oh, we'll do that again sometime. But yeah, we're like we said before, we'll do anything for money.
Literally anything.
So
We'll do
missing.
We'll do anything for money. We'll go anywhere.
Yeah. Have you got any like you did work with the universities, didn't you? Like the project work and survey work. Have you done anything?
No, we had in January. I had Swansea University ring me wanting to do the same with lobsters again. That never came through. Lundy spoke to me when I went to their meeting the other night to go around counting the Lundy cabbage.
Lundy cabbage.
I don't know. I just went, yeah, sounds good. Sounds really good. Yeah. What else? Might have another cable laying job next year. Had a phone call about that the other week. But it's all, it's less, you get years of it. You get years of having job, and then you have years of nothing.
Yeah. Well, you sound like you've got plenty to keep you occupied. I hope they're coming.
Oh, mate, I'm loving life.
How do people book the wild swimming?
Pardon?
How do people book the wild swimming?
We post it on the Lundy Diving Facebook page. Well, I say we, it's my sister. She's in charge now. So, like, yeah, she's in charge. I deal with boats, she deals with bookings. Yeah, so let's message the Lundy Diving Facebook page, and we put trips out this morning, I think.
Yeah.
I think we did.
So
it's really fun. It's really weird because I go to bed if we're out early, I go to bed early, then I wake up to like 12 messages, and I'm thinking, oh, something's going well here, something's going well. And then like you go on to it, I'm like, no, I can't reply to any of these because these have nothing to do with me.
So with the wild swimming, people, do they do snorkeling as well?
Yeah. So most of them, a lot of them are repeat bookings. Like a lot of local people that have never been to Lundy before. That it's on their doorstep, they see it every day. Never been, and then it's a nice day out, you know.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to look at me and Sammy all day taking the mick out of each other, you know. What more could you ask for?
Exactly. What more could they want?
And it is. I think as well, being local lads and a local company, people buy into that.
Yeah.
And like that's the little things, like the little things that can like make their day a little bit better. If we can do that all the time, and then word of mouth locally is just brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, and
We'll definitely. Well, hopefully, with the podcast, it'll generate a bit more interest as well. People that don't know.
I get a few people come on the boat and say you've been on that podcast.
Really?
Good to hear.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's really good. Yeah, and it's good to have you back as well. And, I hope it will generate some more interest for you.
I got worried because we were going to do it on the boat.
Go on the boat, that'd be good.
No, we were going to do it when we were steaming back from fishing one day. Because when you sent me all the dates, Gemma, I was like, oh, maybe you could do it on the boat.
Yeah, well, we do that another time.
Yeah.
But then I was like, this all the Emmets have stole our signal recently.
Well, we've got some mics and that. So, we could certainly do something like that. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, all the Emmets stole our signal, so we don't really have a lot of signal to see anymore.
Yeah.
Somebody's stolen your signal, did you say?
Yeah, all the Emmets.
The what? The
Emmets.
Emmets?
Yeah.
Emmets. It's a Cornish word for ants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Tourists.
so like holiday makers coming down to steal your signal, so they're all kind of like Emmets or Grockles.
Will come in like ants.
All the Emmets stole our signal.
So the more people that come down,
Literally, the more
they're
people
sucking
come
up.
down, the less signal we have.
Yeah.
It's really hard on a 2.5 hour steam where you got no phone signal. It's really,
Yeah, I bet.
What's our issue then in Norfolk then?
Well, we just don't have signal in Norfolk.
I tried to have a conversation with somebody in the week, and it's just constantly going. It's a nightmare. Mobile phones.
too far north.
Yeah.
Norfolk's too far north. Yeah, absolutely.
North Place, Norfolk, Eastern
because
England.
you don't live in London. If you lived in London, you're fine. Because London is the UK, that is the whole
That
UK.
is, yeah,
So
apparently.
if we all live there, we will be a lot better off.
Yeah, no.
Oh well, you never know. We might get down that way maybe later on in the year. So
Well,
That'd be good.
it's not too bad. It run really, is it?
no. So we've
But
got
you're gonna run it. You're gonna run it.
No.
Gemma can. Gemma's a run. I'm not.
We were going to run this morning, weren't we?
Hang on. You text me to say I'm running today.
And you said.
And I just agree.
Yeah. Are you still doing your fitness thing?
Yeah, on and off.
Yeah.
On and off because of work and everything. I went back because I had a few weeks off because I wasn't eating or nothing. And then like now because it's busy fishing time and then diving time. So maybe in like 2 or 3 weeks we'll be back like 2 or 3 days a week doing the fitness. But he's like understood now that when I've said all winter that we can do the winter fine, but coming in the summer will be a bit different. Then he went yeah. He now realizes I wasn't lying, and I was telling the truth.
Yeah, well, you get your workout on the boat, don't you? So
Don't say that to Sammy. Don't say that to Sammy. Please do that.
Sammy's always asleep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
So Sammy's always another person, Sambo, that thinks you're always asleep. Instagram does not lie, does it?
No. So have you got any new crew members, or are you still pretty much the same as you were last year?
Same as we was. Sammy's got a skipper's ticket.
All right, nice one.
That's it, ain't it, Sammy?
Yeah, I think so. Gained a couple like from Lifeboat that want to look into do a couple days on.
Yeah, gained 1 or 2 blokes, and then the other bloke who runs Dad's boat's then going to run it full time.
Yeah,
he finishes his lifeboat job in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, end of June. He finishes, and then he's going to run Dad's boat full time. Then,
right.
Still part of Lundy Diving.
Yes.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Hanks, and then between me, Lee, and Sammy, we'll run the show fine. We think.
You'll do a great job.
That'd be good.
That's what we do on a daily basis. Just wing it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, wing it and it works.
Well, we could always pop down one day, couldn't we? To do like a recording. That'd be really cool.
Because we've got
Sammy can give you a tour of the lifeboat.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
so,
be nice.
Yeah, anything that gets the name out there and Lundy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll look at that towards the end of the summer, won't we?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see you face to face as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Sound like you're suffering a bit there, Ben.
Yeah, no, I don't even know what this is. I honestly do. I've had this like nearly 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
A lot of pollen around at the minute.
I don't know what this is. I was fine. My nephew gave me a cold, and then I was fine. Got rid of it. And then this thing's just hit me like for 6. Coughing up green stuff. My ears are all, for the last 2 weeks, my ears have been like up and down. When I bend over, I got a banging headache.
Sounds a bit like a sinusy thing.
Yeah, run down. That's what I'm putting it to.
Yeah.
A couple of Guinnesses will sort it out.
Picking up Sammy's slack from sleeping too much.
You need to look after him, Sammy.
Sammy, you need to look after me, Sammy.
Wait, so he's sequel game.
Oh well, at least you're all good. That's the main thing.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, well, it's been good to have a good catch up with you, and I'm sure if anybody's interested, we'll put the notes into the show notes, won't we? So they can make contact with you, and also for your sister as well for wild swimming. Because that's it's not all about diving. It's anything to do with getting in the water.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
All right, guys, that's been brilliant. Good to see you again, and that'd be good to get this out again, and catch up again perhaps later in a couple of months or something like that.
Just let us know when.
Once you're into the diving season, and then if we've got any fun stories to tell us about some divers.
Divers and their
I'll write them down this year.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll see lots of adventures from them. You keep us posted anyway. But we'll have you back in a sort of 2-3 months, and then have another good catch up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
All right, it's lovely to see you both.
You too.
So, enjoy your Sunday.
Look after him, Sam.
I will do.
Cheers.
Bye.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye.
So hope you enjoyed our latest update from Ben and Sam. Thanks to those guys for coming on, and if you want more information about Lundy Diving, go to lundydiving.co.uk, one or the other.
Links will be in the show notes.
So there we go. All right, but Lundy Diving, look them up, and for more information, they'll be back probably a bit later on in the year, won't they?
Yeah, and they did say they were quite booked up with diving, but they may have some availability during the week, so look them up and go for a super dive around the island of Lundy.
Okay, so as you guessed, we are on location at Stoney Cove. If you're suddenly joined us halfway through, hence the sound difference and sound quality. That's right. And we've been diving today in full face mask.
The ocean reef with full face mask. You just lost your nose thing. Your nose nozzle.
Oh, I lost a nose.
Yeah, your nostril plug hole.
So I lost it now and not in the water.
Yep, so we dived, both had our full face masks on. This was the first open water dive we've done since our qualification.
Yeah, so we've been 3 of our instructors.
Yeah, so today at Stoney Cove we just stayed on the shelf, so maximum 6 metres I think we reached, but it was really just to test out the masks, feel happy in them, comfy in them, and just have a nice dive.
Yeah, basically, just have a poodle about. Did sort of like 30 minutes plus, just to kind of break them in a little bit, really.
Yeah.
It's a whole different feeling having these on.
Yeah. There's a lot of adjustments with your straps, and you've got your hood underneath, so it's just making sure you're comfy, and I think it's just finding your balance, isn't it?
Yeah, and you do get more visibility, don't you?
Yeah, and your face remains warm.
Yes.
Which is if you do a dive with a half mask and then go into full face mask, it's quite significant.
Yeah, you do notice it. So yeah, I think we'll do some more of it, won't we?
Definitely. Yeah.
I'm up here next weekend on dive master duty for Honey's open water certificate with Crystal Sea Scuba, and so I think after that it won't be on won't be on full face mask for that, and then another pleasure dive.
Yeah.
Probably a week or 2 after that, we'll come back and do some more.
Yeah, maybe get another dive in before we do the farms, which will be sea diving. So then we decide whether we use them.
Yeah.
I think definitely. I think it'd be a mix and match.
Yeah. Well, I remember talking to JD Scuba, and he said he didn't wear his going deep, and I think it's something you kind of build up to.
Yeah.
I know Ross Kemp, he used his quite deep. It's sort of 25 plus.
But we won't be that deep.
No,
Probably in the Farne Islands
not
at all.
farms, no. I've done 30 plus in the farms. It's not very good.
But it's seeing the wildlife that matters.
It is.
And it's good to report at Stoney on the first dive we saw a perch.
Yeah.
And then we saw 3 carp. Pike. Sorry.
How do you not know, considering you sell fish for a living, how do you not know the difference between a pike and a carp?
So there were 3 pike. And they were big. They were this big.
They're fins.
Yeah, so we saw 2 and then we saw another one pop into our eyesight.
So you saw perch this morning,
And 3 pike.
and then 3 pike.
Yes. So it's really nice to see some active life apart
Yes.
from a few divers as well.
Well,
So,
plenty of those about.
yeah, so I really enjoyed the dives. The visibility was okay, temperature was okay. We didn't do anything.
It's been quite busy. In fact, there's been a lot of open water swimmers here.
Yeah, our friends at Crystal Seas are here.
Yeah.
And they've done lots of open water divers, and we saw the scooter people as well.
Yeah.
Doing their
And we should also just say a big thank you to our lovely sponsor at.
Knocked at 90.
And if you want to know anything about rebreathers, shear water computers, if you are thinking about moving into rebreathers and you think, well, who do you go to service them, then you need to speak to these people. Speak to, and if you think about buying a dive computer and you've heard about shear water, again, speak to these people. Go to knocked@90.com, all right, or give them a phone call, and their number's on the website. Give them a call, and they'll have somebody there who can help you.
Yeah, they're experts in their field, and all happily.
30 years of diving they put into this, and what they don't know about rebreathers and working out, so they know it all.
Yeah,
all right?
so big thank you to Knocked at 90 for sponsoring the podcast.
Yeah.
And do look them up.
Please do. Any time you come see us, when you see us diving, we will have on us, all being well.
I think I've put them away.
Have you? We've got some slap straps, those things that make the back of the mask all nice and comfortable. So we've got some of them to give away from our lovely sponsors at Knocked at 90. So if you want any of them, or if you'd like one, send us a message and let us know where you're diving, and we will give you a shout out.
Yeah, we'll put one in the post.
Yeah.
But no, thank you for listening, and it's good to mix it up with Lundy Diving as well. And good introduction to our full face mask journey.
Yeah.
So as qualified, full face
Absolutely.
divers. Just put that on.
Right. Okie dokie. Oh, I think that's covered everything.
Yes, yeah. So if you haven't been to Stoney Cove and you're a diver in the UK, look it up and come along and pay them a visit.
Yeah, and if you want to know more about the Neptune 3, have a look, give a look, and you can find more about them on the Ocean Reef website. Have a look.
Yeah, so that was episode 152.
Certainly will. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. There's lots more on the YouTube channel about where we've been diving and stuff that we've done with the drone, some of the product testing that we've done, sea line boards. If you want to know about, if you're thinking about buying a SUP, if you're thinking about buying a stand-up paddleboard, inflatable one, summer's here. It's time to get out in the water if you can't get under it.
Yep. So if you go to their website www.sealineboards.com and use our code BiG Scuba, you get a nice healthy discount.
Wow. There
So
you go.
definitely, and delivery in the UK will be probably within the week. So you can order today and be on board next weekend.
Yeah. So apologise for the sound quality. There's we're recording outside and
We are on location.
we are on location, so nearly everyone around here's got a big exhaust. But there we go, is what it is. Dealing with what it is to bring this to you. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one. But for right now, that was the
BiG Scuba Podcast.
See you soon. Now that does wrap up today's episode of the BiG Scuba Podcast. But if you want to hear more from the podcast, make sure you hit that subscribe or follow button depending on what platform you are listening on. That way you will never miss an episode from us. But If you are listening on Apple Podcasts and did enjoy what you heard today, we would really appreciate it if you head to the show page to leave a 5-star rating and review. It really does help us. If you do, please take a screenshot of that review and send it to us on Instagram, and we'll give you a shout out to say a big thank you. If you have any questions for us or anything that has been mentioned in today's episode, be sure to reach out to us on any of our social media platforms or send us an email. The links are in the show notes. We will get back to you no matter what. If you have made it to this point in the episode, we both want to say a big thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode.